How's it going, everybody? This is JD, Child of Phoenix. Today is December 24th. It's approximately 6 p.m. right now. Wanted to do another quick video. Spoke with one of my buddies today, Chris, out on site. This is for you, Chris. Cover some of the things we spoke about earlier today. I think I covered a few things that kind of made Chris think about stuff a little bit more than what he was thinking about before. Just to give you guys a heads up, Chris isn't your average dude. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He kind of sees some of the things that are going on and has already done certain preparations to get ready for SHTF. So basically, one of the discussions that came up with us was if SHTF happens, shit hits the fan. My own personal opinion, I'll do another video on this later, but I kind of feel, I already know if we do get invaded and we go to a real war of what's going to take place through certain things that have happened in the past and kind of putting some pieces of the puzzles together. Still a little sick, sorry. But one of the things that I brought up to him was that there are already military forces here in our country that are 100% anti-American. These are individuals that you really wouldn't consider to be a threat unless certain standards were put in place. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through the scenario of everything going south and these people being placed to go after patriots, American citizens, preppers, anybody that is basically an American. Long story short, the first one I would like to mention would be Antifa. I'm going to get into some of the social dynamics and mental dynamics as well. Hold on one second, check my phone. Okay. Apologize for that. Even though it's 6 p.m., I'm technically basically on call 24/7. So back to Antifa. So you have this Antifa movement that is in full swing right now. They've even gone to that one reporter's house and screamed and yelled at him from outside, threatened to kick his ass, all this other stuff. These guys are already put in order. They have the mind frame of socialists. They are anti-American. They are basically against everything that America is about. All right, whether it be the amendments, whether it be demolishing our historic statues, all that other stuff. Well, here's the thing, guys. So these Antifa men, grown men, all right, didn't flip overnight. This was not something that they just woke up one morning and was like, oh shit, I'm going to go join Antifa. No, this is stuff that started in their childhood. They have been socially engineered with these thought processes that led them up to this point. That's why it is so hard and impossible to change their mental dynamic, because it has had, if you take a guy that's 25 years old that's an Antifa member, there's at least 15 years of serious programming that went into this guy to get him to that point. All right, 15 years of basically his mind being screwed with, and a lot of false narratives and things that make absolutely no sense, he's going to hold to in his heart to be true. No matter how outlandish they are, no matter how asinine they are, even though they can't even give you an example of their belief system, they still hold it to be true. And a lot of you that watch this channel know exactly what I'm talking about, know the exact type of people I'm talking about, and know the exact mentality that I'm talking about. So there's one group, all right, Antifa. 15 years or more of this social programming and social engineering to get them to the thought process of insanity. Long story short. Next one. third worlders. All right. Third worlders, the ones that are, I was just talking to another guy today. He was talking about how he was going on job sites, and he goes, they're all third worlders. He goes, most of them don't even speak English. And I'm not talking about a job site with 5, 10, 15 guys. I'm talking job sites with 50, 60, 300 guys. All right. Large job sites. Now, these third worlders are over here. First and foremost, they hold no loyalties to our country because they don't hold any loyalties to their country. So how are you going to expect these groups of individuals that will not take a stand in their own country to make their country better come over here, leech off ours, and you think if shit hits the fan, they're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to stand for America? Hell no, they're not. They're not going to stand for us one freaking bit, okay? So, with that being said, they've been brought up to a certain lifestyle, all right? They do work under the table, or if they are working, they could be working under other people's names. Even some of them that were born here have jobs, but they're doing food stamp fraud. Whether it's them, their old ladies, whatever. I see these people all the time at the grocery store. Come down here to Phoenix, Arizona, you can see it for yourself. I've seen these guys come in with some of these big construction companies, their shirts on. I know these guys are making top dollar sliding food stamp cards. So what it is besides the money they're making, they're also getting a crap ton of free food. And the more kids they have, the more free food, the more money, all that other stuff that they get. Okay. So the primary purpose to that is to get them to breed. Pop out kids. These kids that they're popping out are only having the limited amount of information given to them from their parents. I don't know really any that are those type of individuals, and I'm sure there are some out there that aren't like this, but I personally have not ran across any. They don't really educate themselves in our political circles, like Democrat, Republican, all that other stuff. They will always lean to whoever's giving them the free stuff. All right. It's a parasitic mindset. So there's another group right there. Keep in mind, they hold no loyalties to their own country. They hold no loyalties really to their people that are from over there. To try to go back home and make things better or anything like that. They're very self-contained, very self-centered and arrogant. Now you have those group of people, all right? Very limited mindset, simple-minded, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not trying to sound like a dick. It is what it is. So you have that group, all right? And then you have a lot of little other subgroups like the Me Too groups and all that other stuff. And I wouldn't necessarily put them in this category, but I'm just using them as an example of little splinter groups besides the primaries. So we have Antifa, and we have the third worlders that are here working, popping out kids, and utilizing our welfare system to the 99,000th degree. All right. Excuse me, folks. So run this scenario by your head, all right? Let's say shit hits the fan. No more transportation of food. Everything's gone south. If it gets that bad, mark my words when I say this, they will invade. China will invade our country. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm going to go into a very detailed reason behind that in another video. Let's say China invades, all right? When I was talking to Chris today, he told me specifically, well, if stuff goes south, out where I'm at, I live at a dead end road, and me and my neighbors, we got enough supplies and ammo and all that other stuff. We could fight off hordes. Okay, you can fight off hordes. Here's the thing, guys. When a horde comes, all right, you can shoot them up. They're going to be shooting back. you are going to be limited on your resources because you only have so much ammo. There's none going to be being dropped off to you whatsoever. They come across their ammo from people they've killed, from stores they've robbed, all this other stuff. So they don't really have a comprehension level, at least in the beginning, of how many rounds they're using, all this other stuff. So you have Group A, which is the preppers, and then you have Group B, which is the horde. Group A has to monitor how many rounds they use. They have to make sure every shot counts, all this other stuff, where Group B doesn't give a shit. They're mindless idiots. All they're trying to do is they will send 1,000 rounds into your house to get 5 bags of top ramen. All right? They don't care who they hit, whatever. All they know is that you have resources, because if you didn't have resources, you wouldn't be shooting at them. All right? It's not real hard to put those pieces of the puzzle together. So this group, Group B, the one with the hoarders, all right, they're going to be a mixture of all different types of people. You're going to have third worlders. You're going to have these idiots that never thought anything like this could happen, and they're just looking for a group to run to so where they could get some food or water and feel a little security, because I'm a beta male and I'm scared. You know, whatever you guys need me to do, guy, I'll go fucking do that shit, all right? So you have the horde. Let's say the horde comes for you, the first one. You shoot them down. 2 or 3 of them get away. They're going to get together again. They're going to go talk to another horde. The next horde that comes for you is going to be bigger and more well prepared. Just because they're going to know what your MO is. All right? Anyways, the next horde's going to be worse. You shoot them, they run off. Next one's going to be even worse, because nobody's going to want to approach unless they think they can take you. That's the main thing to think about. People with that mindset will not fight unless they know they're going to win. That's why a lot of times, if you've noticed, guys, when you go, real men, when you get ready to get in a fight with some of these beta males, they don't want to have any problems with you unless there's 5, 6, 15, 20 of them. All right? They'll go if they feel they're going to win. But if there's a chance they're going to lose, no, I don't want no part of that shit. I don't want to lose. I'll just wait till I have more friends. All right? You guys know the groups I'm talking about. So anyways, with that being said, let's fast forward, let's say, a month into it. You know damn well after a week, week and a half, all the food's going to be gone out of the grocery stores. Everything's going to be picked dry. Let these guys sit for about 2 weeks without eating. All right? 3 weeks without eating. A month. All right? Where they're just getting little scraps here and there. At that point, they'll probably be eating each other. Or people that have gotten killed. Cannibalism will be happening. All right? And I'm not trying to sound gross or anything like that, but it is what it is. Turn this light on, because last video I did, it got dark. Come on, lights. Oh, the Lord is not shining his light on me. That's awesome. Anyways, so let's say we're fast forwarded a month and 2 weeks into this, all right? People are starting to get run down. People are going to start getting sick, all that other stuff. The invasion comes, all right? So now you have these groups of people that aren't eating. Their kids are on the verge of dying because they're starving so bad. Let's say this invasion force comes in and they tell them, hey, you want to keep your kids safe? You want to do all this other stuff? We're going to build these camps right here. We're going to put your family in these camps. There we go. That helped. We're going to put your family in these camps to keep them safe. All we're going to do is we're going to feed you, and we're going to give you guns because we need to take these people out. All right? China will be the one to invade. China will be able to pull something like that off. All right? So now you have these Antifa guys who have been bred all through their life, through their parents, through the social media, through television, all this other stuff, to hate America. Anti-America, period. Then you have this other group, which is hundreds of thousands here in Phoenix. that didn't even hold loyalties to their country that will hold no loyalties to ours. But yet, if they can have food and all this other stuff, they'll come kill you. Abso-freaking-lutely. They don't care. Who are you? They don't give two shits about you. Do you think they care that they're driving food prices up higher for you? Do you think that they care that you're having to pay for more car insurance because their uninsured asses are crashing into people and driving off? No, they don't. They don't give a shit. And that's what people need to realize. Me personally, I can deal with some of these people, but in no way, shape, or form are they my friends at all. Because I know where their loyalties truly sit. And it is what it is. These are the two main groups you need to worry about, because once they're gunned up, they're going to be asking them questions. Where have you guys experienced gunfire? Well, man, we sent 3 hordes over to this area and we just can't get through them. You know, man, yeah, they killed probably 30, 40 of us during those times, but yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, okay, cool. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get you guys all armed up. We're going to give you guys some grenade launchers, all that other stuff. We need you guys to go over there, take them out. We're going to send 4 or 5 supervisors along with you guys to make sure everything goes to plan. So you only need 4 or 5 supervisors from the invasion team, and you already have soldiers set here that will come for your head. And if you don't think that that's the case, you really need to start looking at things. It's not pretty to think about, but it is what it is. Facts are facts and truth is truth. So, my main thing is, what I personally believe is when everything goes south, and it will go south eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I am one of the believers of being mobile. Having a place to go to that's safe. In the books it says you need to be 150 to 200 miles away from any type of civilization to be safe, because nobody can really travel that distance on foot and make it typically. I'm not a firm believer of hunkering down. I do believe hunkering down for a couple months is a good idea. And when I say hunkering down, I mean hunkering down like hidden. Not walking around your house, cooking shit on the stove, cooking shit out on the front yard. I mean literally like hiding in a hole for a few months. The reason for it is because if you're up and you're moving around, people can see you. People can solicit you. They can send kids to your door to knock on your door and ask if you have any extra food. You are being seen. Now, during those 2 or 3 months, they're going to thin themselves out really bad through chaotic activities, and also to sicknesses as well. You're going to have a lot of people getting sick from drinking bad water, panicked, eating roadkill or dead birds that are infested with parasites, and then they get them, and then they have no way of getting rid of them. People are going to be miserable. Could be hell on earth. So please kind of take some of the things I've talked about and take them into full consideration. Also, too, I was just watching one of my feed channels, we'll call it, and today FEMA just went to Trump and gave certain measures of what they feel may take place due to the coronavirus outbreak. How true they're going to really do anything over the coronavirus, I don't really think anything crazy is going to happen. My own personal opinion. I think it's just a psych test. But one of the key aspects that they talked about during locking down the nation is anybody crossing the border will be shot. It also says that you were not allowed to leave your house even for medical issues. there were a few other things that were mentioned, but to me, those were the most critical. So when you guys have time, please look into that, about the information that was submitted, and we'll go from there. Once again, guys, this is JD, Child of Phoenix. If you guys can, please share my videos. I'm not trying to be, what's that called, fear porn or anything like that. My main goal is to cover certain things that maybe other people haven't really put into consideration or haven't really thought about. And a lot of times with people like us guys, once you put these little seeds, we have enough common sense to where we can go, holy shit, that makes sense. I can picture that happening. You know what? That is true. That can happen. Not, it might, it can and probably will frickin' happen. So I think people should get information from everywhere they can. It's just like fighting, all right? Me personally, I've trained with boxers, I've trained with wrestlers, I've trained with military people, all sorts of different types of physical training to fight. Because one type of fighting style is not the best. You need multiple different types of styles. Each one offers you different advantages. And I believe obtaining information and new perspectives on what could possibly be coming our way helps you along with that. My whole outlook is hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Because if the worst comes, at least you're prepared for it. So, sorry I said this once already, but once again, guys, this is JD, Child of Phoenix. Please share this video. I'm trying to get more likes so I can get subscriptions and all that other jazz. My lady told me about it, so please help me out. God bless you guys. God bless your families, and God bless America. Have a great night.